Hey guys, today I'm going to make a beautiful incense holder whose design is inspired by this for my cousin mother-in-law as it's her birthday. I hope she likes it. So let's go. So I'm starting with kneading or conditioning the clay, in other words, as it is the old batch. And you must be wondering why I'm sticking out my finger like that, so I just burnt myself. Anyways, this is how the conditioned clay look. It should make soft peaks like this, and we can start. So this is the amount of clay I'll be needing. I'm packing the rest of the clay in a Ziploc bag. Now I'm adding the darker color pigment to the clay. It's green color, and I'm adding a decent amount of it because I don't want it to be light. Also, I have not added white color while making the clay, so it'll be pretty much dark as it is. Now here comes the mixing part, and I really enjoy this. Is therapeutic. And now I'm done with the mixing and I'm rolling it with a rolling pin, aka balun, or you can also call it Scandinavian rolling pin. Anyways, I am drawing the outline of the leaf that I want, and I really like more curves and angles in my product. And after drawing or carving my clay out, I'm setting it to dry. I'm setting it in a shape that I want it to dry in. But before doing so, I'm smoothing out the surface so that it looks more flawless. And now it's time for the lotus, for which I'm taking in the remaining amount of clay and I'm adding crimson to it, as I don't want it to be baby pink, neither red. So this is how I carve out the shape of the petals, and I didn't realize that the storage was full, so it stopped recording. Anyways, I made out the petal, and now it's time to even out the surfaces, for which I'm using this mini drill machine, and this is how it looks. I'm pretty much happy with the shape of the leaf, and it's time to give it more edge. So I'm kind of sanding out the edges so that it looks elegant. Now, as I'm not happy with the color of the leaf, I want to make it dark and I want to paint shadows. So I'm taking a darker green color and I am painting the edges. I also want to give a little bit of highlight to the flower, so I'm coloring it with white. This is the Mod Podge that I'll be using. My coloring is done, and because my phone has memory issues, I don't really realize when it stops recording. Anyways, this was the Mod Podge that I used to use before for the glossy finish, but it also made my artworks a little bit more sticky and it used to accumulate dust because of that. So now I am trying to switch on to this Mod Podge that is matte, and this is the first time that I am trying this Mod Podge. Before this, I have experimented with UV resin as well. I really like the UV resin, but as it is a little bit toxic, so I'm kind of finding out the healthier option. I've also tried wood varnish, but it kind of leaves a yellowish tint to your artworks. So I can use wood varnish on the darker shades, but not on the lighter ones. Anyways, I'm taking a small amount of Mod Podge matte as I don't want it to get wasted, and I'm applying it with a brush because I want a thin layer of it. I don't want it to stack into a thick layer on my artwork. Honestly speaking, making anything out of clay is just super fun, and it always makes me feel that I'm doing the right thing. So this is the final result. It's not much glossy and I really like it. And I also like the fact that it dried only within 5 minutes or something like that. And this is the back, and I'm leaving it to dry because the back is still kind of wet. And this is how it looks when it's completely dried. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm happy with the shape of the leaf, but I can do better with the flower next time. And this is the back. I can also do better with the back next time. This time I used paper rolls and erasers and sharpeners to draw it, which kind of left the impression on it. But next time, let's see. Hope for the best. So, this is how it turned out, and these are the details. Thanks for watching. Bye.